Hello everyone and welcome back to Solo Gaming Time. I'm Dakota the Douchebag. We are playing Hyper Metroid. I have great news. I've figured out how to proceed, how to continue forth in this game. And if you've never played this game before, like me, and you agree with the things that myself and Ego Raptor have said about conveyance in video games, you are probably going to facepalm so hard that you're going to crack your forehead open and crush your brain and put your palm of your hand through the back of your skull completely, effectively impaling yourself on your own arm. My head is actually, my forehead is actually red and bleeding right now, which you can't see because I've overexposed my forehead with this very bright light just for you, so you don't have to see me bleeding. I'm not even going to tell you. I'm not even going to tell you what it is. That's how dumb it is. I'm not going to tell you until we get there, because when we get there, we can all facepalm together in unison with gusto. Because, good God, is this easily the dumbest thing yet. Now, I'll explain it when I get there, but there, oh my God. Man, it's like when I, what is that? Is there something there? I feel like there might be something there. Yep. What did I miss? Missile back, yay, get 5 more missiles, yay. Can we go up, please? Can you, Samus, for fuck's sakes. Oh my God, okay. I'm starting off this episode already in a pissy mood because of how aggravating this is. You know, it's funny because, I think about, other Let's Players whenever they, have trouble in a game and they can't make progress, and it's often because of their own stupidity. Not even stupidity, but, not even stupidity. Just, they don't, they didn't notice something because they're focused on trying to talk and game at the same time, which can be really hard, and I totally understand that. But, I honestly don't think I can possibly be at fault for this, because this is so asinine and so confusing and strange and out there that I couldn't make this shit up if I tried. I hope that when I get into game development in the future, I will not do stupid shit like this and piss off all of my fans, because that would be a tragedy. I mean, it's so dumb. And I know I'm not talking about it yet. I know, I'm building it up, and I'm probably blue-balling all of you, and trust me, there is good reason for it. You will soon find out the kind of pain that I'm talking about, because this is so far beyond frustrating. Okay, so I can get through here now because there's super missiles. I didn't think to go back to the beginning of Norfair, since, didn't feel like there was much there to see, since I had already made progress through Norfair and gotten to Kraid and all that. Hey look, super missiles, yay, I saw this in a video or something. I want to think, oh man, what's his name? Shit, I'm gonna look that up really quick, give me 1 sec. There's a guy whose thing I'm watching, Baltus MC. Baltus MC, I believe Baltus is character from All Dogs Go to Heaven, I think. That's kind of weird, but anyways, I want to thank him for having a decent tutorial on how to do this, or what to do next, basically. But I also want to say, Baltus MC, you can go hashtag fuck yourself, because he's like, this ROM hack isn't too hard. Watch my Let's Play. You will understand the pain and suffering I have gone through. I think I'm going the right way. Yes, I am. Oh man, I just all I want is to be able to see the end of this and not give up and not be a little bitch. Oh, actually, I can go back and get this thing without dying. Okay, there we go. He talks about other ROM hacks and how they're like way massive improvements. Sorry, how they're not good compared to this. Like this is a way massive improvement on ROM hacks for Super Metroid, and like I don't know if anybody else has played any Metroid ROM hacks, but I mean I know it's not a Super Metroid ROM hack, but there's another Metroid 2 remake which is actually really good, and like I don't understand where this guy's coming from. I haven't played a ton of Metroid ROM hacks. I'll be honest. Hey, look, there's a thing here. Cool. I think I went the wrong way. But anyways. But it's so bothersome to hear somebody be like, oh no, it's not hard. You're just dumb, basically. This is the most condescending bullshit I've ever heard. That makes me feel as dumb as this game makes me feel. When it's legitimately not my fault that this game is so asinine. So I have to come up here, which will lead me over here, and I need space jump to reach up here. I think I'm going. I don't think I'm going the right way anymore. No, I'm certainly not. Yeah, that's a power bomb. Okay, give me a sec. Give me a sec. I got this. I pressed the wrong ass button. Ah, here it is. Are you ready? Are you ready to see some fucking bullshit? So you have to get the space jump to get through here. God, the space jump goes really high in this game, too. Okay, up here. Here it comes. You're gonna cry like I am. There it is. Spring ball. I'm giving a customary moment of silence for all the people who died by facepalming so hard. And okay, now I'm going to be right up honest with you, okay? In Super Metroid, there is only one way to go fast in Morph Ball mode. And that is to use Shine Spark, which you need Spring Ball for. Now, the only way to get Speed Booster in order to use Shine Spark is to fight Ridley in this ROM hack, to my knowledge. But there's no way to get to Ridley. Again, to my knowledge, there's no way to get to Ridley because you need power bombs to get to Ridley. Now, I can be blamed for not having explored. And look, I mean, it clearly explains through gameplay that you can that because you got this item, you can now backtrack through here because it's the only way to go, and so you must be able to move faster in Morph Ball using Spring Ball in this game. So that much is clear that I am just dumb and should have known. I should have looked more, and I should have found that. So you know what? I'm like, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm crazy. Maybe I'm just a douchebag. But it still seems unusual to me that they would, that the person, Real Red, who made this, would like would change something like that and not mention that he's changed something like that. I mean, maybe that's dumb. Maybe it's dumb to say that, but like the item that you like, the only way to progress through Maridia, to my understanding, is to get the spring ball, and Maridia is literally the next place you have to go. But if you noticed, what the fuck is that guy doing? I'm gonna get out of this room. I don't think I should be here. Anyways, the item I needed to progress was way through Norfair in an area I had no reason to even check. Like, of all the places to go, I mean, like, I went to Brenstar because I got super missiles in Norfair, and I fought Kraid. And then there was, like, I had to get speed booster or power bombs according to everything the game was telling me. Or some other unknown item I hadn't discovered yet. And that unknown item is in another area that I guess I needed space jump to get to. So technically the through line is there. There's a clear direction I guess you're supposed to go, but like, do you see how far I wandered in order to even get there? Through a bunch of other shit to just find that one item. It just, I don't know, it bothers me that like, they don't change much about Super Metroid except that the items no longer do the same things they used to. And it's not clear that that's the case. They don't outright tell you that the Varia suit can withstand lava now. They do outright tell you that the spring ball can give you the ability to move fast in morph ball mode, speed ball, I guess. But if you hadn't discovered the whole Varia suit thing, because, you know, you've played Super Metroid and there's no indication that there's a difference in the Varia suit in this game, you'd be stuck forever. I just think there's some serious issues with how this game is designed and put together. And I don't really hate it, it's just... It doesn't follow a logical progression. There's not an obvious, like... Like, they don't change the bosses. They don't change what items are in it. They add one ability that you know about, that you are told about by the game. Like, explicitly, there's the backflip thing, this little damage boost type deal. They explicitly tell you that. And so you expect to be able to find other moves hidden in the world. And so far, I've found nothing. And so it's not like, because they didn't change, oh shit, I meant to save that. Because they didn't change they didn't change much about anything else, it doesn't really lend itself to being assumed that there's an item that you're already familiar with from Super Metroid that does a new thing that allows you to get to the next area. Like, it doesn't make sense, right? Like, it doesn't add up in any way. And like, I don't know, if you're going to make a game like this, if you're going to try and make a ROM hack that uses all the same assets of the previous game, make it absolutely clear that there is some changes. There are some things that are different that people are not going to be prepared for. Make it like visible in the gameplay somehow, and because it is not obvious that that's what you're supposed to do. And I mean, Super Metroid and the Metroid games in general are pretty vague about how they work and what you're supposed to do to progress. But like, all of the people I've discovered who are stuck after fighting Kraid were given false information. None of them were told that they needed to go explore Norfair and find this. None of them. They all said you need to go to the wrecked ship and explore around until you can find your way into Maridia. They all say that. There's no clear. There's no one that I've found that says, "Oh no, you actually have to go." You actually have to go back to Norfair. Even though you just left there to fight Kraid, you have to go back to Norfair to get an item that will allow you to get into Maridia easier. It's so like people are like, no, there's something in the wreck ship that you missed that will take you to Maridia, the other entrance to Maridia, the north entrance or whatever. But that's just not the case. It's not true that I've discovered. I wandered on the wreck ship for a while, and I used my X-ray vision, and I looked around, and I looked around, and I looked around, and I found absolutely fucking nothing. And everyone else has found something, and I found nothing. And I found this on a YouTube channel of some notoriety, I guess. Hardly any, really. And so here I am trying to make progress now. I mean, at least I can move forward, but like having to look up walkthroughs every time I want to sit down and record some of this game doesn't really make it an interesting experience to be able to sit and discover the game. Like, if I was playing through Super Metroid again, see, I don't know Super Metroid all that well. I'm not a speedrunner, I'm not a very good, like, Super Metroid player, but I could find my way through because the game makes sense. Unlike this bullshit. And now I can get this thing because I have Speedball. Oh, never mind. What the fuck? Yay. Okay, I got it. Jesus. Oh, man. I wanted to mention one thing I do like about this ROM hack. A weird thing that I like about it. I don't know why it's like this, but freezing people turns them gold when you have the Spazer, which turns your beam gold. That doesn't make any fucking sense. Ice isn't gold. So maybe, I don't know, the Spazer beam is made out of carbonite, and it's a special golden carbonite, and that freezes people. I don't know, but it's cool. Anyways, even though it doesn't make a lot of sense, I think it looks pretty interesting, and is a interesting little touch that they've added. So when I get the plasma beam, maybe things will turn green when I shoot them. I also like that I have the Spazer beam now, so I can just sit here and just murder things. Oh god. I was like... I found out in the Baltus MC video that apparently if you press the bomb button in Morph Ball mode fast enough, you can technically crawl along the ceiling. And I'll admit, I considered activating the turbo functions on SNES 9X to see if I could actually just ceiling crawl, since even though that's not the right way to progress. I thought, you know, maybe that'll be cool. But I didn't want to cheat. I wanted to go the right way. And I mean, like, technically looking at the walkthrough is cheating, but I really don't care because I just want this game to be over with so I can get onto a game that actually is made by professionals who know what they're doing. I actually do know, by the way, what I'm doing for my next Let's Play, I think. I want to do Terra Enigma. It's a bit of an obscure game, but I think it's a really great game that will offer like plenty of entertainment, and it's a game I've always wanted to finish. I've never actually finished it, and I think it'd be super fun. It's a sequel to my favorite game of all time, Illusion of Gaia. A sequel in the sense that it's a spiritual successor, I guess. Or I could play Illusion of Gaia. Honestly, I'm willing to take suggestions. If you guys want to know, want to choose the next thing that I play, I will happily do it. As long as it's not a Super Metroid ROM hack, because I will not do another one of these. I think. Either ever or at least for a very long time, I will not do another one of these. God damn it. Okay, so my beam is strong enough to annihilate that thing. I saw a guy go through there by jumping and falling and more falling and saying, "Oh yeah, my beam can hardly destroy this, can hardly damage this guy. But it's because I'm not supposed to be here yet. But I don't care. I don't want to follow the rules." And I'm like, or you could tell me how to get there, dick. Okay, so, and I've seen people go through that area I just went through, the jumping place. I've seen people go through there. And I never thought that spring ball was the reason I couldn't go through. Are you fucking kidding me? Am I just stuck? Okay. Okay. I'll be honest. I don't know specifically where to go. I'm gonna find out. I'm just gonna make it up. I didn't want to spoil much of the game. I just wanted to know what the fuck I was doing wrong. And now that I know, I've made it into Maridia. We've made some progress. I apologize for me bashing this game repeatedly, but I mean, you have to admit, Super Metroid made a lot more sense than this. And it was a game, when you first play it, you don't know what you're supposed to have or do or what's in the game. You just wander through aimlessly trying to figure out where to go. So, thank you all so much for watching this episode of Solo Gaming Time. I'm Dakota the Douchebag, and I need to get some water in me, because this is destroying my voice. You're watching the Black Blaze Gaming channel. Bye!